Yo, what is up, everybody, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are getting back to some more honest game trailers, but this is a little bit different. This is the Legend of Zelda trailers compilation. So this is every single Legend of Zelda honest game trailer that they have done. We're gonna watch all of them because I don't think I've seen any of them.
I guess spoilers, even though this game came out in 1993. Look, it's not my fault you were born too late.
This is the first one?
In a world full of complicated narratives and 40-hour epics, take a step back to a simpler time, when the entire story of a game could be summarized in one simple phrase. What the hell is up with this egg
Wind Waker.
whale? The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening.
Oh, not Wind Waker.
Revisit one of the most beloved Zelda games that used to be the hardest to go back to.
Wait, this is the first
because
Legend of
even
Zelda
at the
honest game
time,
trailer?
no one thought this looked good. As Nintendo slaps a 21st century spit shine on it. Complete with excellent new music, sound effects, and fresh visuals that make it look like a bunch of Funko Pops shot with a tilt-shift lens.
Well, that's how it usually is in remakes. And did I just see Goombas?
And fresh visuals
They put fucking Goombas in a Legend...
that make it look like a bunch of Funko Pops shot with a
The
tilt-shift
video just started,
lens.
I'm done.
Plus a map that stretches all the single-screen rooms of the overworld into a cohesive whole. In an entry that recaptures the nostalgia of the Game Boy era without making you carry around AA batteries and a lamp. The downside? Yeah, the game runs like absolute ass sometimes.
Does it?
I love the smell of progress in the morning. Dawn,
Listen, the Switch is a beautiful console. Power-wise, it's not the best for nowadays. Yeah. It's okay, guys. Switch 2 is coming out. We still have hope.
signature green tunic of Zelda once again. Sorry, I mean Mr. Zelda. Where you'll wake up stranded on the shores of the mysterious Koholint Island, a land of magic, monsters, and Nintendo licensed characters. As you guide the intrepid monsters and Nintendo
I didn't know there are piranhas in this
licensed characters. As you guide the intrepid hero to wake the sleeping windfish, while being constantly reminded that this is all a dream, and if you succeed, the whole island will disappear. In a surprisingly crushing twist for an early Nintendo title that would even make Yoko Taro smile from behind his horrible moon
So I think
mask.
it's funny. I told myself I was gonna play as many Zelda games as I could on the channel, and I'm about to get spoiled on all of them. Fuck it.
Now try playing this thing when you're 8. Oh, you thought the animal village was cute, huh, little Timmy? Well, now it's time to take them all behind the shed.
Wait, is he just carrying her while she sings?
Slice bushes one more time as your favorite timeless elfin avatar. And enjoy a Zelda straight out of the Link to the Past mold as you explore the island section by section until you are gated by needing the very specific tool you get at the dungeon you have to go to. And have to do an obscure trading quest, or enter one of the federally mandated 8 dungeons to progress. Then do some light puzzle solving involving the one item you get in the dungeon. Figure out the one trick to the boss and repeat it till it's dead. In a gameplay loop so familiar, it feels like being tucked into bed and kissed on the forehead. Zelda, making you feel accomplished for doing kindergarten block puzzles since 1986.
Pretty much.
Explore all that Koholint
That's
Island has to
a lot of
offer,
Nintendo games.
and wring every last drop out of what is essentially still a Game Boy game by discovering all the pieces of heart, fairy fountains, and secret dungeons, playing all the mini games.
I don't know why, but this honest game trailer seems a little bit like different compared to the other ones.
Even the annoying claw machine one, destroying the land in search of seashells like some sort of topiary maniac. Assisting the locals, like this goat lady who wants to catfish this poor old Sims guy. Or even trying out one truly new thing they added to the game, Dumpe's Dungeon Remixes, where you'll get the opportunity to take rooms you've beaten in previous dungeons and mash them up to make brand new ones.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Extend your playtime, I guess. It's definitely not fun. Unless you have JRPG
sucks.
protagonist amnesia or CTE or something, then they're new puzzles every time. So excuse that princess and get ready to rock out with your ocarina out in an extremely straightforward classic Zelda that looks, feels, and sounds like a carefree summer's day. As long as you don't think about the implications of your actions, single-handedly deciding the fate of everyone you formed a bond with, snuffing them out carelessly like candles in the wind. Oh, I love this song.
Well, the dark truth is that you kill everyone on the island still.
Starring Wingo. Is that a sword? Auraru, happy to see me. Kirkland Brand Mario. Luigi.
True.
Chain Chomp.
Yeah, I
Happy
saw those
Salesman. Old Saint Social Anxiety. Animal Farm.
Ha.
Tiles from the Crypt Keeper.
Oh.
King K. Roke. Lou Vega Fish. Sin. And Zelda. Link's Ambient. Look, you can even still steal from the shopkeeper and get vaporized. I
Wait, what?
totally forgot about that part.
Wait, what?
The following trailer is rated H for honest. From the company who makes the consoles you buy once you already have an Xbox, PC, or PlayStation, comes a game so good it made you spend $30 on a real ocarina at Enemy Expo.
We're doing Ocarina
then
of Time now.
learning how to play it after 5 minutes.
Fun fact, I just played it on my channel. Go check it out. So I'm gonna probably get a lot of references in this one.
This thing is impossible!
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. Return to Hyrule in a time of great crisis for an adventure that's set before A Link to the Past, but after Skyward Sword, and before Four Swords, but not before Four Swords Adventure. That's before Windbreaker, but
Yep.
only in one of the alternate universes, which... it. It's a Zelda game. Enjoy one of the most original
It's the one that caused the fucking multiverse shit.
installments of the franchise, where instead of rehashing the same old characters, items, and enemies, you'll also get an ocarina. Oh, that one had an ocarina too? Meet Link, the iconic character idiots still refer to as Zelda. He's a pointy-eared, pale-skinned boy who lives in a magical forest, but totally isn't an elf. Listen to Link as he only communicates in high-pitched karate.
So the thing is, I think it's like the Hylians, because like the Hylians in Skyward Sword, they didn't have pointy ears. But the Hylians, after every single one, has pointy ears. The reason being is because the Rauru got busy with or not Rauru, but the Zonai. They got busy with Hylians, and that's why they got the pointy ears. So over generations, they lost their Zonai. They became more impure Zonai, basically. So basically, the only power that they got are pointy ears compared to Zonai's.
Karate grunts. And cringe as his Microsoft paperclip of a sidekick runs her mouth the entire f***ing game.
Hey, listen.
I'm listening.
Yeah, that shit was annoying. That shit was very annoying.
Listen.
I already know how to open a door. Face off against the evil Ganondorf,
Yeah.
king of an all-female race who gives birth to one man every 100 years. Only one, huh? Wonder why he's so pissed off. Battle your way through a
I
children's
know he has to
game
deal with all the drama.
full of sexually ambiguous supporting characters like this naked old troll man, this little fish girl with her bloobs out, this cross-dressing princess, this butch lesbian, and whatever the hell these are supposed to be.
Other lesbians.
Lose yourself in an epic game that begs you to explore every corner, learn every useless song, and smash every pot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So enjoy
Not gonna lie,
the
it was
classic whose
influence
influence can still be felt today.
was better than therapy.
From the open world that
I've never gone to
influenced
therapy,
GTA
but
3 To the
It was
massive dungeon
cheaper.
bosses who influenced Dark Souls. To the water temple that influenced Guantanamo Bay and
Wait. Did I just see them talk
enjoy
about
the classic whose influence can still be felt
GTA?
today. From the open world that influenced GTA 3.
Oh, okay. Fun fact, I'm going to be playing GTA San Andreas 3 on the channel. Don't worry, I know everyone was telling me to play it. Listen, I just finished Vice City. Let me finish playing Paper Mario. Then we will do something else and maybe go back to GTA.
To the massive dungeon bosses who
I wanna
influenced
expand my
Dark
horizon,
Souls.
alright?
To the water temple that influenced Guantanamo Bay interrogation techniques.
What the fuck?
Water temple. Starring Mewtwo King, Jar Jar Blinks, Ginger Dork, The Giving Tree, Genuine, Angry Birds, and Zelda. The Legend of Zelda.
Is that going to be the joke for this whole thing? Is Link just going to be considered Zelda?
It. So, future Link learns a song from that windmill guy because past Link played that song and got it stuck in his head. Fine, but past Link only knew the song because future Link learned it then went back in time. I call shenanigans. Great game, though.
And the thing is, you have to do that. That's part of the story. Oh, Twilight Princess. Never played it, so I might get spoiled for what I do.
From the masters of selling your own childhood back to you piece by piece.
But then again, they didn't really spoil anything with the Ocarina of Time ones, so maybe they won't.
Comes the Zelda game that made the world's most respected game designer do this. Zelda,
That's kind of cool.
Twilight Princess.
So I know in this one you turn into
After
a
the
wolf.
backlash to the cute and cartoony design of Wind Waker, get ready for the grittier, more realistic 3D Zelda game fans demanded, where you'll save the world once again from overwhelming evil by solving some puzzles, fighting some bad guys,
Sounds about
and
right.
collecting some shit. You know, just Zelda stuff, but you can be a wolf this time. So, yay furries? Don,
Yeah.
the iconic green sundress of Link, a magical, reincarnating protagonist who's always born about 15 years before hits the fan. Then team up with a strange imp creature who has a terrifying hand coming out of her head,
what
and
the
a
hell?
disturbing baby man who sells you things. Journey to rescue Hyrule from the influence of the Twilight Realm, and a dastardly Zant, a genuinely creepy antagonist with an actual original design,
Hey, cool.
who gets switched out for Ganondorf at the very last minute anyway.
Oh, what?
Spoilers for a 10-year-old game.
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, I got spoiled a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay.
Prepare yourself to slog through
I
an
expected
opening
to get
tutorial
spoiled.
that feels like it lasts an eternity. As Nintendo not only assumes that you've never played a Zelda game before, but that you've never heard of video games at all. And get your hand ready to be held, as the game constantly makes sure you know what to do every step of the way.
Yeah,
Oh, yes, I know how much the Blue Rupee is.
sounds
You don't have to tell me every time.
about right for a Zelda game.
Get ready for a heaping helping of the same Zelda gameplay you either know and love, are getting kind of sick of, or some weird combination of the two, as Twilight Princess dishes up everything you liked about Ocarina of Time all over again, like Hyrule Field, Epona, a forest temple, a fire temple, water
Temple.
and double the hook shot.
Hey!
Then grit your teeth as you
Okay.
push your way through the forced
You
wolf
get two
folk
hook shots
collecting
in this game.
sections until you can play normal ass Zelda again. But hey, at least wolf howling is way cooler than an ocarina. Am I right? Take on some of the most varied mini-games and side activities in any Zelda game, featuring fishing, snowboarding,
Oh, cool.
fighting on horseback, rolling a marble,
Really?
whitewater kayaking,
What kind of
firing
side games they
yourself
put in
out
this
of a
game?
cannon, dangling from the talons of a horrible pterodactyl thingy,
The fuck?
and the most difficult mini game of all, the shoehorned in remote controls. So buckle on your buckler, pick out your persona, and get ready to save the princess one more time. Because honestly, what else are you gonna do with your Wii U at this point?
Yeah, true.
Starring Hot Topic, Linkle,
Yeah.
Rango, the Garbage Pail Kids, Carrot Top, an Absolute Nightmare,
What the fuck?
and Zelda.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
wolves go to Hyrule.
Okay, I like that one.
Wait a minute, it takes 5 heart pieces to get a full container in this game? That just feels wrong somehow.
Oh. Very wrong.
From the beloved and iconic series that's given us some of gaming's greatest masterpieces, discover the origin of the story that's apparently
Skyward Sword.
connected them all along.
There's another one I
as
haven't
well
played.
as one of the most universally hated Zeldas since Zelda 2.
Well, excuse me,
Don't people only hate Skyward Sword because of like the Wii controller?
princess.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Like, why is the reason why people hate this game?
Dive into one of the most polarizing titles in the Zelda franchise, as Skyward Sword takes the design of the Wii to its logical conclusion.
What the fuck are they doing?
And makes the motion control Zelda game that absolutely no one asked for, where your gameplay enjoyment is directly correlated with how up your sensor bar is.
Hold up. I gotta see if people are liking it on the Switch. I gotta look this up. I mean, IGN gave it an 8 out of 10. Okay, so I guess the Switch version removed a lot of the stuff that was a problem. So
And every
I guess
fight
it's
feels like doing
actually
a bunch
worth
of
it now.
morphine before a high school fencing match. Then watch as the game proceeds to deviate even more from the usual formula of the Zelda, with item collection, upgrades, durability, climbing, and a bunch of other things that would turn out to have basically been prototypes for Breath of the Wild's gameplay.
Really?
But at this point just felt awkward and unnecessary, in a contentious entry that took a step back for
I might
every
not like
step
this game then.
forward. I didn't know it was even possible to make a helper character as annoying as Navi, but those sons of bitches did it again.
oh wow.
Soar into the lore of Zelda once again, where a brave hero must pick up the mantle, save the princess from the grips of an ancient evil,
What the
and
fuck
be
is that?
immortalized for the ages with a name that will go down in history, Grooves.
Oh,
Then
hello.
watch as our hero single-handedly guards the temple, as Link meanders around through some theoretical surface world doing God knows what, and leaves Grooves to pick up the pieces in a strange video game story.
Who the
where
hell is
true
this guy?
protagonist is ignored just because some nerd is a talking sword and was chosen by a goddess or whatever. Real heads know, when the Groose is loose, it's all over for that caboose.
What the fuck?
Soar across the clouds in Skyward
Really, he's a
Sword's
favorite
version of an
character?
open world map, where the usual sense of exploration and discovery is traded in for a minute of uneventful flying to the next asteroid where something is actually going on, and you quickly descend to the surface world, where you'll spend most of the game anyway. Then encounter outdoor areas that are so directed and unnaturally built that they just feel like dungeons you have to do before you get to the dungeon.
Oh my
to
God, I hate
eventually
those.
get to the Zelda gameplay you wanted. Basic ass puzzles. And get to the boss whose entire battle plan is destroyed by an item you found like 4 rooms away. Then make
Yeah,
your way
sounds
back to the
about right.
sky for no reason except that it's there, only to backtrack to a different
That's
portion
actually cool that you can
of
fly
the
in the sky.
exact same 3 surface maps in an open world that, for all the space and mobility, feels weirdly bite-sized. But hey, at least it's still full of weird hermits whose entire life
the
is
fuck?
dedicated to some insane game they made up.
I'm not gonna lie. Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess got some weird ass character designs. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I didn't say anything, but those kids, the 3 little munchkins, they did not look good. They didn't look good at all. They looked like they looked like
of
something
course
that
I'm
came
not
out of a horror film.
Wave your controller like you just don't care in the battle system of Skyward Sword, where you'll wildly wiggle
the
and
hell's up
wiggle
with
your
these
sword
outlaws?
around like you're fighting a swarm of bees, until the game actually makes you precisely swing the thing in a specific direction, which works generously half of the time.
Oh my
Then
god.
switch to the plethora of different tools and gadgets that also rely on motion controls.
Oh, I
and
know
have a
that
tiny
item.
aneurysm
I've seen it
as
in
you almost blow
in
yourself
Brawl.
up with your own bombs for the 20th time.
Oh.
Or watch the cursor shake like you've just downed 27 Red Bulls through your eyes.
Huh.
In motion controls that really make you feel like you're part of the action when they work, but most of the time feel like you're a T-Rex trying to play badminton. You can also just use the right stick on the switchboard, if you don't mind that it also sucks, and that you'll end up swinging your sword every time you try to move the camera.
Also,
So strap on that wrist brace, and point that sword skyward.
so this is
For the
after
last
the
straightforward
Nintendo
Zelda
one came out.
Before it took a wild turn that might have been a disappointment for a Zelda game, but is still probably better than most of the crap you'll play this year. Not to mention that playing
Damn.
with the Joy-Con is at least 70% better than on the Wii. You know, I only want to crush my Joy-Con a little bit and not javelin it into the sun, so that's an improvement, I guess.
Okay, cool. So I guess it's
Story.
worth it on Switch.
Air Zelda.
Hey,
A
okay.
Link to the Past. Hey Shiri. Untitled Groose Game. Impala. Hisoka. A very angry avocado.
What the fuck is that?
And Berserker.
Oh yeah, Demise.
Zelda Wii Sports Resort. Did you know that you can draw different shapes on the goddess walls to get different items? For example, if you draw a rupee, you get extra rupees. That didn't quite come out the way I wanted it to.
Don't think that was a rupee.
As a new era of Nintendo
Finally, Breath of the
consoles
Wild
begins.
Which I think it's funny. I loved Breath of the Wild so much, but when Tears of the Kingdom came out, I was like, wow. You can find new love.
Prepare yourself to rediscover one of gaming's best-loved series all over again. Because this time, they really knocked it out of the park. Which is good, because at least you'll get some value out of your Switch before it breaks in 2 days. The Legend of Zelda.
Was that really a problem?
Breath of the Wild.
Because I mean,
Discover
I've had my Switch since day one, and it's still perfectly fine.
Zelda game unlike
Knock
any
on wood.
you've played before. As Nintendo takes one of its most formulaic franchises and throws out half of the formula, tossing out linear gameplay, most of the dungeons, and the traditional 7-hour tutorial in favor of a massive open world that treats you like you might have played a video game before in your life. And this time, Link can jump like a ½ inch. Baby steps, guys. Emerge from your 100-year spa treatment. Grab your
That's
magical
true. He
Android
wasn't able to
phone
jump before.
and step into a brave new world.
Wait. Even in the later ones, like the Wii U and stuff, like Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess, it was still like the jump off the ledge thing.
Featuring the same old Zelda story you know and are indifferent to. Where Link travels around Hyrule collecting new powers to defeat Ganon and save the princess. But the last time he tried, he got his ass kicked so hard, he had to sleep it off for a century. A fact everyone has no problem reminding you of.
Very true.
Don't worry, Hyrule. This time, I got this.
I hated
Third time's
those.
the charm, I guess.
Honestly, I think I might stream Breath of the Wild. I know I played it before, but that was back when I first started the channel, and it was supposed to be like a master mode kind of thing. I think I might play it again on the channel. I'm not gonna do a let's play. It'll probably be a stream, so that'll be another streaming thing. Tears of the Kingdom 2, I might play again.
Cover the legitimately massive landmass that is Breath of the Wild. A traditional Zelda overworld blown up 100 times into an enormous continent, where you'll get lost for hours on your way from one objective to the next, as you explore ancient ruins, solve devious shrine puzzles, Skyrim your way up towering mountains, then hang glide off them like you're playing Just Cause, complete innumerable side quests, climb the map revealing towers required by open world law, set things on fire for fun, collect everything you can get your grubby little paws on, and pick up every single rock in Hyrule, just in case there's a Korok seed underneath it.
I swear.
Until you finally wander into a story thingy and remember there's a kingdom that you're supposed to be saving or something. Calamity what now? Shh, be quiet. I'm trying to ride this deer. Get ready for Zelda to hand you your butt like it hasn't since the NES era. As Breath of the Wild.
I don't know why, but for some reason, everyone was having a problem with the lightning. What's it called? Fuck. What were the names? Water Black Ganon. So, everyone was having trouble with Lightning Black Ganon. I don't know why. I had a lot of trouble with Water Black Ganon until I realized what the fuck I was supposed to do, and I was like, oh, I'm stupid.
Finally takes off the training wheels and provides an actual challenge with tons of punishing systems and brutal foes that will one-shot you without a second thought.
Yeah.
Forcing you to use your cooking skills to prepare for fights like you're playing The Witcher and hoard weapons like you work for the Knife Channel. As Nintendo realizes now that Zelda is 30 years old that some of its fans might have grown up just a little bit,
Just a tad.
finally gives us Zelda for adults.
Pokemon, learn from them. Game Freak, learn from them.
So suck up
Nintendo,
the price tag
learn from
and
yourself.
get in on the Switch, because you definitely don't want a Wii U at this point. And experience one of the best Zelda games ever created, which very well might be a masterpiece, unless it gets real bad at the end or something, because to be honest, we haven't beaten it yet either. Starring Shrimpa, Benjamin Button, Zarya, The Rock, Falcon.
Yeah.
How would we even,
Yeah, for real though. Like,
Apocalypse, Princess
Very much.
Renaissance Fair accent, and Zelda. Zelda,
Again.
Breath of Fresh Air.
Not as creative as
Hey,
other
anyone
ones.
else try to cook a fairy? Oh, come on. You know you did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Okay, so we're at Tears of the Kingdom now. Is this the last one?
From the company
Yep, it is.
who will take this video down the second they find out we're making money from it, comes the latest installment in the series that changed the gaming landscape for good by spawning a bunch of lukewarm bug-riddled copycats. And now it's about to get even worse.
I'm not gonna lie. Breath of the Wild made everyone realize, like, yo, like, this is, yeah, open world is the way to go.
Because now,
By the way, I love open world games. Like, they're some of my favorite. Like, to think that Pokemon was trying to do the open world thing and it completely failed at it, let me tell you that much. It made me sad. I was like, finally, Pokemon game that is open world. But now, there's still a thing called leveling Pokemon. You gotta remember that. There's levels in your game. Help us out a little bit.
they need to figure out how to let us build. Good luck to whatever the new Fallout is, because the whole game's crashing the second anyone even thinks the word rocket.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Welcome back to Hyrule, a sprawling fantasy kingdom that is finally starting to seem like a nice place to live, with picturesque scenery, a banging soundtrack wherever you go, and you don't even have to use a Wii U gamepad to get around anymore.
Yeah.
Yep, everything's going great. That is, until our dork-ass girlfriend gets a little too excited about some rock carvings in the castle basement and starts a sexy-ass apocalypse. Force will not do enough.
Everyone was going
If you wanna
crazy
nerd
for
out
this
over
canon.
the timeline, just go to the wiki like everybody else. There will be the same amount of furries. Rejoin Hyrule's least lucky couple, who only just moved in together, when a literal
Oh, yeah, that's true,
time and
they did.
space sends Zelda rocketing back into the ancient past and sends Link a bunch of rockets. Look at that little
Pretty
guy
much.
go. Get ready to save the princess the only way you know how. By getting sidetracked with all the fun new mechanics Nintendo added to this one. Like
Yeah.
Hylian Centipede, the one you would use most in real life. The one I
Oh,
always
yeah.
forget I have until I've been pancaked by a boulder.
Yeah.
And the ultimate hand job, which will make you feel like a genius engineer every time you attach a fan to a set of wings or build a stupid long bridge.
Yeah.
In a system that allows players a level of creativity and expression we haven't seen since Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Wait,
Sorry,
what?
Princess. I know you're lost in time or whatever, but I'm advancing Hyrule's space program over here. Oh yeah, those bokoblins are going down. Once you finish the longest tutorial of all time, take to the skies.
Hey, respectfully though, it might have been the longest one, but it was actually the most fun.
Also the downstairs skies, as you Mission Impossible your way through Hyrule to collect the Infinity Stones you need for your weird deer hand. Or
True.
alternatively, get mired in endless side quests, like becoming a plucky young reporter, helping the world's worst construction worker put up 1,000,000 signs, and dressing up Link in the cutest outfit so he's finally pretty enough to face Daddy Ganondorf.
Yeah.
It won't protect my body, but it might protect my heart.
It might. Nope. Didn't protect your
Okay,
heart.
it didn't protect my heart either. Take down the evils of Hyrule, alongside ghostly specters of your annoying friends, who mostly just get in the way during fights, and
True.
less good versions of the friendship powers you had in Breath of the Wild. In one of the few downgrades from the last game. Wait, so you're telling me I used to have a 30-foot vertical leap, and now I have a tween hyperventilating on me? I'm just gonna make auto build print me another.
But respectfully though, his is better than Rivali's. Because now, okay, yeah, like Rivali's was super useful, don't get me wrong. But man, Tulin's power, that one's the best one.
Ah, yeah, that's the stuff. I think this is what being a billionaire feels like.
Because, like, I thought it was funny. Like, I think I even complained about it in the game. Like, oh man, it's not as good as Rivali. Like, no, I've come to love it, and I've come to respect it, and I've come to adore it. It is better than Rivali. Rivali's second to my heart.
So charge up your batteries. Say Savorg to your nearest core.
Bye.
And get ready to devote your life to the yassified version of that game you loved 6 years ago. In an exciting new adventure that reintroduces freaky monsters of Zelda's past, resurrects beloved older gameplay elements, and turns all the shrines into glowing little tortoises.
Pretty much.
Look, it's bigger on the inside.
A little bit, just a tad bit.
Next top model. Where the hell does she go?
Hey, they didn't call her Zelda, or they didn't call him Zelda this time.
Persona Royale. Zelda's cool granny. Computer engineer Barbie. Sight on my face. Bird brain. Party rock. The only valuable member of our team. His Bird Friday.
Is she though?
The actual city of Amsterdam. And Guy Trieri. Breath of the Wild 2. Judgment Day. Nintendo is trying so hard to convince us there's nothing going on between Link and Sidon. Moving us in with Zelda? Getting Sidon engaged to some random shark chick? You can't hide this chemistry, Nintendo. The heart wants what it wants.
Shut up.
Now, if you'll excuse me, me and Sidon's useless ghost are about to, get a little wet. Comment below on what you want to...
No. If you guys like this video, hit that like button down. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. What the fuck? Oh my god. Alright. I should have brought this right now. But yeah, still to this day, Tears of the Kingdom is my favorite Legend of Zelda story wise and game mechanic wise. Breath of the Wild second. I don't care. You can shit on me in the comments. I love open world games. I've always did. I always will. I love GTA. That's why I play on the channel. That's why I'm starting to play on the channel, I should say. If you guys want me to play other open world games, possibly. Elden Ring, not playing. Not playing Elden Ring. Nope. No. You would have to have me strapped to a chair, hands tied behind my back, possibly cut off, and then I'd have to play with my feet, with a gun to my head. And I still probably wouldn't play it. I'd let the guy shoot me. Straight up. If you guys like this video, hit that like button down below. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video.
I gotta stop it in the tracks. I'm a rock star shit, call me Zero in the mosh pit. And I'm throwing blows, I caught the zero. Fire on my hip, endeavor forward, quick like Gran Torino. Out for that #1 spot, pro hero. Walt Todoroki fit.